Okay, existing teachers and pre-service teachers, it's time to introduce the Phil Fitz method. For a limited time only, we have on offer some amazing strategies and activities to assist critical learning and visual literacy for primary school students. In no time at all, these activities will help students unpack existing text and also allow them to reflect on their own writing and see how they can improve communicating their own ideas. The amazing Phil Fitz method allows you to apply practical lessons that already have a theoretical framework established in the back end. This means you can proceed with your step-by-step lessons and rest assured that it is covering all bases from respected literacy theorists such as Freebody and Luke. Don't get me wrong, critical and visual literacy is great. It deconstructs all the mechanisms at work for how we decipher meaning in a body of work. The problem, however, with transitioning this theory to primary school students in a literal and sequential manner can be that sometimes it interferes with their natural spark and flow for deciphering meaning. That's where the Phil Fitz method comes in. Here at Phil Fitz Enterprises, we know that learning is not separated and static. We have a series of proven activities that can highlight certain parts of critical and visual theory, or activities that can incorporate them all. The key is stimulating activity first, which then prompts learning and reflection afterward. It's kind of like in music. For instance, explaining in detail what the time signature of 3/4 means. All very well to go on about beats to the bar, but unless we're actively swinging with that beat first, we're just not going to get it. That's why at Phil Fitz Enterprises, we know that activities are the perfect strategy for readers to critically think about what is possibly missing from a text, power dynamics within a text, alternate points of view, and different ways we can interact with the text. We can also look outside of the words to see how the visual elements of a text are informing our understanding of it. Visual elements are like an extra toolkit in a storyteller's bag. Sometimes the visuals join forces with the words to emphasize a point. And sometimes they create a tension with one another to enrich the reading experience. Writers very well know that words can suggest a meaning, but the visual reality of a situation is often the punchline. Another formation theory tool which can assist all these points above is the 3 levels of comprehension questioning. Literal, inferential, and evaluative questions make up the sum of this approach.
The literal question could be, why had Duke never played outdoors before, early on in the book? An inferential question could be, why do you think Duke makes such a huge mess after discovering how to dig? An evaluative question could be, how would you feel if everyone in the group walked away because you could perform a certain task?
Now for a sneak preview of some of the activities that incorporate the previously mentioned theories and will ignite interest in learning from all your students. All of this can be yours for one single payment of $99. Great value.
Reciprocal questioning, a mind-blowing game where teachers take turns with students with writing questions and giving answers. The great thing about this game is that the students get to reverse roles with the teacher and put questions forward to them. Research shows that the forming of a question can stimulate learning just as much as giving an answer. This can cover all aspects of the Freebody and Luke model and also be tailored for the 3 levels of comprehension question model. Open mind portraits. These are great for mapping out a visual composition of characters' makeup and motivations in a text. This can help us identify the core traits of a character and subsequently give reasoning for certain actions they may take in the text. This is particularly useful for stage 4 of the Freebody and Luke model, where we get down to the nitty-gritty of why the author has made the character this way. Interactive writing. This activity is great for covering the text encoding decoding aspects of the Freebody and Luke model. Students take turns in writing known words and familiar on a whiteboard or butcher's paper to provide a narrative. This is a particularly useful activity for younger grades where the basic rules of grammar are being established in instruction. Hot seat is a great way for students to think about on the spot by adopting a character's persona and answering questions by the rest of the class. Willem in 2002 explains through this process students explore the characters, analyse students' events, draw inferences and try out different interpretations. Both text participant and text analyst procedures are employed here. Next chapter is a great way of bringing students' own ideas to a text. In this game, students imagine the characters in the book in a new part of the book that has not been written yet. This can combine existing narratives with new ones. This is particularly useful for getting students' input informed from their own backgrounds. Hence, Indigenous Australians and Torres Strait Islander people, as well as people from other cultural backgrounds, can especially add a new perspective and interpretation of the existing text.
So there you have it, folks. Call today and order your complete Phil Fitz activity guide to bring out the best in your students when it comes to critical and visual literacy.